Even in the toilet, I can still play. Hey, what's up everyone? Kabanarani456 here today doing a news and channel update. So it has been probably about a week or so since I've done this, and in case you didn't know, actually bought a new camera which I've been using for my Nintendo Land videos and Wii U videos and stuff. And this is it right here actually, so I'm recording it with it right now. It's kind of weird actually doing this because I have to look directly into the lens, hoping that I'm actually looking at it instead of looking at the screen right beside it. But yeah, so hopefully if you all like this quality and all, and I don't look too weird when I'm like trying to look at the camera, maybe I'll start recording with this camera instead of the webcam I was using before on my PC. So there really isn't that much news, but I did want to get into one topic about the Wii U that there's been a lot of buzz about lately, and I've been seeing a lot of just junk about. So I decided, let me go on to a video, kind of clear it up, and explain to you all, about the Wii U and this topic. So, but anyway, the news besides what I'm about to talk about with the Wii U is that Sonic the Fighters HD is going to be coming out tomorrow on the Sony PlayStation Network, and then the following day worldwide on the Xbox 360. So tomorrow you can actually expect me to be doing a video of that sometime. I'm not going to be doing like a playthrough or anything of the game, like with every single character or something like that. I'll probably post a few, a few things like that, like maybe some gameplay of me playing with Sonic, just to kind of like show off the game, but don't expect it to really affect my other Let's Plays or anything like that, like Epic Mickey 2 and Sonic All-Stars. But maybe every once in a while I'll upload an online match or something, and then who knows, maybe even upload some online matches on the 10-Man Clan. So, but yeah, that's coming out tomorrow. It's going to be $5, I believe, HD with online. That's a steal. And that game was a ton of fun to play when I was younger, and I am very, very excited to play it against other people online. Nothing about it coming on the Wii U or anything like that, but who knows? Maybe we'll see in the future sometime. So now I want to get into the topic of the Wii U. So as you all may have heard, quite a few days ago, actually, I wanted to do this video a few days back, but just, I don't know, kind of just finally got into the mood of actually doing it now. But yeah, as you all may have heard, THQ, I believe, said that the Wii U CPU is very, very weak and all, and that, compared to other systems, it's not as powerful, and that they were thinking about bringing Metro Last Light, I believe, like a Metro game to the Wii U, but then decided not to because of the CPU. And, a lot of people now are trying to jump on this bandwagon to where they're like, oh no, the Wii U isn't even as powerful as the 360 or the PS3, and that's so terrible, and that's not going to be good against next generation consoles, and that's not a next generation console. But, kind of wanted to get into this because a lot of people don't realize this and forget this a lot because, they just think CPU, because it has a weak CPU, that it's not going to be able to have a good lifespan or anything like that whatsoever. But turns out that actually a few days later, the developer at THQ actually admitted that, while it's possible that they could bring it to the system, and that's something that they may look into in the future, the reason why they aren't doing it is because, it would take more money and basically a bigger, more dedicated team to actually, bring it to this system. And that's really the problem about the Wii U, not the problem, actually the problem really isn't the Wii U actually, it's the developers, because as you all may have seen, because some people are saying now, because the Wii U CPU is so weak, that games like Black Ops 2, Batman Arkham City, Mass Effect 3, all these games, even Epic Mickey 2, that the Wii U isn't as powerful as a 360 or PS3 because it can't run these games with the same frame rates. I've heard from some people that Call of Duty Black Ops 2 actually looks better on the Wii U and runs just fine on it at 60 frames. And then I've heard from some people that it dips. There's no doubt about it that graphically it looks better, but with the frame rate, there have been mixed cases of people saying that it's lower or, the same. But basically, yeah, the problem isn't really the Wii U itself. I mean, for it to have a weaker CPU, have it underclocked to that low, it is kind of a problem, but the real problem are the developers, because these developers are just way too lazy. Basically, the Wii U is almost like the next generation PS3 or something, because basically it's running on a totally different architecture, to where the Wii U actually has a GPU inside of it. Now, some of you all may not know exactly what this is. It's kind of like an operation to where what you do is, like, basically what it does is it takes the load off the CPU, lets the graphics processing unit actually, work harder and take some of the roles that the CPU actually has. So that's what that's supposed to do. Basically, making up for the CPU's, like, low power, because Nintendo decided to actually use a lower, like, CPU because they wanted to keep production costs down, make the system more affordable, and then also to keep the heat down, keep heat and energy, because they use this like really tiny compact CPU so that the Wii U could be compact, but at the same time it won't be overheating or having problems like that. It'll still be reliable. But that's the thing. These people, like, all these games that, people are saying, run worse on the Wii U and all, and that the Wii U is doomed because it's not even as good as current generation consoles. Basically, these are games that were developed for 360 and PS3. So these games, they're developed for systems that have, higher clocked CPUs. Even though the Wii U does have 2 gigabytes of RAM, while the PS3, I believe, has 256. I don't know what the 360 has. I think it has like 512, something like that. But yeah, that's basically, that's what it is. Like Batman Arkham City, these were games that were basically 360 games, 360 and PS3 games ported to the Wii U. And they didn't work hard, or they didn't spend the time or money to actually make these games for the Wii U's different architecture. Like the way the Wii U actually is designed, it's actually closer designed to like a gaming PC or like next generation console, actually, because of how now games these days, they're actually not going to be relying so much on the CPU. I mean, it's good to have a good CPU, but it's mostly going to be about the GPU. And the Wii U's GPU is a powerhouse. It's incredibly powerful. Like, we've already seen some graphics of the Wii U, like, the Zelda HD demo. That was nothing that, like, those graphics right there can't be replicated on the PS3 or 360 whatsoever, because they look like almost CGI quality, and that was real time, 60 frames per second. And then, not only that, we also saw like the Japanese Garden Tech demo, which I'll show some clips later in this video to kind of prove my point. Because, even people are saying that, the Wii U's graphical capability sucked because the launch games look terrible, which doesn't make any sense at all, and I'm going to get into that in a moment. So yes, basically, if developers actually took the time, because like I said, you heard what THQ's developers said, they were like, we could possibly do it, but, basically the gist of it was that they don't have the money for it, because I believe THQ actually is about to be bankrupt, so they're like very low on money. They don't have the money to actually be able to make a game like that. So they were like, well, porting it would make it actually worse, so we're not going to do that. It's not worth it. But they're kind of putting the blame on Nintendo for their console, when it's really developers that are just lazy and don't want to spend the time or money to do it. Because we see it on the PS3. The PS3 is superior graphically to the 360. That's why all the first-party titles for PS3 look absolutely outstanding. But third-party games always look terrible, because what developers basically do is they port these games made for the 360 architecture and then put it on the PS3, which has a totally different architecture from the 360. More complicated, but it is more powerful. But because of that, the PS3 versions of like the PS3 third-party games basically have bugs, glitches, don't look as good, or the frame rate isn't as good. So it's the same thing with the Wii U, the launch games with that. I mean, that's why the frame rate is lower for these games, because they're not taking advantage of it. They're just dumping the 360 game, a quick, easy port. That's all they're doing. And then probably add a few changes or DLC or something like that, and then just basically put on the Wii U, instead of actually making the game from the ground up for the Wii U. Which is why we've seen with Wii U games like Nintendo Land and New Super Mario Bros. U, sure they're not games that really push the Wii U's graphics or like its GPU or anything like that, but you can tell, like, you know, they're really good, that they run a smooth 60 frames per second, no lag whatsoever. That's because Nintendo made these games specifically for the Wii U. They're first party games. They know their hardware. Well, they're actually taking advantage of their hardware over, you know, other companies. That's why those games really don't have, like, you know, any graphical glitches or lag or anything like that. So, you know, just take that into account, because people are like, oh my gosh, Wii U sucks, why would I get the Wii U because this is so... And, you know, it's just like, people use common sense. It's really, really not that hard. I mean, all these trolls and haters who are just like, why buy this and stuff, and they're judging, let alone they're judging a system's capabilities on launch games of ports of 360 and PS3 games. I mean, really, you have got to be extremely stupid to just judge a system's graphical capabilities on launch games. Because, you know what? Let me say it right now. How about I do this? You know, if I was, you know, playing a 360 or PS3 game or something right now, and I said, oh my gosh, the graphics, I got the 360 or PS3, look at this. And I'm playing Call of Duty 2. Or Need for Speed Most Wanted for the 360 launch. Or how about, let me think. How about Ridge Racer 6 or Perfect Dark Zero? And be like, oh, the graphics sucks because I played this launch game and it's just like terrible. It looks like a PS2 game. I'm going to actually show you all some footage right here of these games, because just think about it. If the Wii U's launch games look like some of the best 360 and PS3 games and just run, like the graphics look better but the frame rate is slightly lower in some games, just imagine what it's going to be like in 6 years. Just think about that. Use some logic, people, for all the people who are trashing the system just because of launch games and judging it because of those launch games. So check out this footage right here. So yeah, basically all I'm just saying is, seriously, like, you know, all these people are just like this. If you just use your common sense, use your brain, weren't such a fanboy. I mean, I will say right now, the Wii U isn't the most, you know, isn't the best system in the world or anything like that. I still find the system quite flawed, because I've had the Wii U for the past week, and I gotta say, like, while I like some of the abilities and features of the system, I gotta say the online is pretty bad, like, you know, connection wise. Like, Nintendo needs to work on their servers, and I'm kind of giving them a break because, you know, this is Nintendo's first time actually making like online service like this for a system. So, you know, kind of has to wait, like, you know, maybe a few months or so for it to actually get pretty good, because same thing happened with the PS3 actually. So, you know, I mean, if you're gonna cut Sony slack for that, I mean, you might as well with Nintendo. But yeah, and it's not going to be the most powerful system of this next generation, but graphics aren't going to be the big thing about this next generation. I mean, sure, we may see some graphics that look like close to CGI, you know, quality and all. And we've seen with the Wii U that with Zelda and the Japanese Tech Garden demo, it can produce those kinds of graphics.
単に解像度が上がっただけではなく、グラフィックプロセッサーの計算能力をグラフィックス処理以外のいろいろな用途に使うことにも対応できるようになっています。ちなみにこの使い方は一般的に GPGPU と呼ばれています。また
So it's just that developers need to stop being so lazy and stop being so cheap, and then the graphics will look amazing. That's why I'm going to predict this right now. Pretty much every single exclusive Wii U game, first party game on the Wii U they're going to look the best, because I'm almost positive developers are going to be lazy and they're not going to spend the time or money to do it because they don't care. They just are going to port it to the system so that they can get quick cash in. Basically the same thing that they've been doing with the 360 and PS3. So Wii U is kind of like that. It's just that developers need to actually know the hardware and figure out ways to actually take advantage of it, eke out every little morsel of power that they can out of that beastly GPU. Because, like I said, we've already heard that the GPU is probably like 2, 3, maybe even more times powerful than the 360 and PS3 GPUs already. And we've seen what it can actually produce when, like Nintendo showed off their tech demos and gameplay footage and all, because that was real-time footage. It was just that it was kind of like automatically played, but it was real-time footage. So, yeah, basically it for my rant. It's just like, seriously, people are like, all these fanboys are just like, the Wii U sucks, why would you buy this? It's $350 for a system that's not any more powerful than a PS3 or 360. Those people have no common sense, they're just fanboying. And I kind of wanted to, make this video. So if you agree with what I think, please make sure to like the video and leave a comment as well. And if you really want to try and argue against my point in this video, because you're just, I don't know, it's almost indescribable what someone would be if they were trying to argue against the points I made in this video. Then go right ahead and prove your stupidity, but Anyway, if some people actually do, maybe I made a tiny mistake about something, then, go right ahead and comment and all, but basically just wanted to do this video to kind of address that, because, it's just like, next thing you know, it's like these people try and tell these lies and stuff to where then everybody thinks, oh, I've heard this lie so many times, well, it must be true. So I just kind of want to address it. So, like I said, it's not the Wii U. Like the Wii U, the CPU, it could have been stronger. I think they should have made it stronger, even if it did make the system a bit bigger or something like that, or raise the cost a bit more. Because the costs are going to go down over time, especially when the other systems come out. By then it'll be, lower, but it's just like, even with that, the GPU, that's why it has a GPU. It's because that's supposed to take some of the heavy work of the CPU, like what the CPU would usually do. It's supposed to take that heavy work and basically do it, and then let the CPU do the rest of the normal stuff like coding and AI and stuff like that. That's basically what Nintendo wants you to do with the Wii U's like hardware, but developers aren't doing it. So, and it's launch. I mean, launch. You can't expect the best from launch. Like I said, look at the 360 games that I posted footage of. So, yeah. I was continuing my rant, but now I'm actually done. So yes, there we go. That was just kind of what I want to address in this video. And now I guess I'll go on with channel updates. So yeah, as you all know, I'm going to be doing Sonic the Fighters. I'm going to be trying to upload more Sonic All-Stars Racing Transformed. As you all know, that's a Wii U game, and it's kind of had some bugs lately. For some reason, the boost mode stages won't work. And not only that, the final mission, you can't actually beat yet. So I'm hoping that Sumo Digital actually releases a patch for the system sometime soon, the game, which is kind of why I've tried to not upload as much, lately of that game, because I don't want to run into any more glitches as much. And I kind of want to show you all the boost challenge stages, so I've just kind of been waiting the past couple of days, hopefully that they'll release it soon since they said they are. But, that's basically why I haven't uploaded that as much lately, but, whenever the patch does come out, then I'll be pumping out videos of Sonic All-Stars Transformed, and then finish the World Tour. I may do some Grand Prix races. I don't know if I will or not, because I may be doing online matches on my channel. And then not only that, I'm going to be doing the 3DS version of the game and going to be uploading that along, doing co-op with Silly Pawns. So, yeah, that's why I may not do the Grand Prix mode of the Wii U version. But, should be uploading that more. Epic Mickey 2, I'm going to be trying to upload more of that. I haven't really been enjoying the game as much as I thought I would be, and it's just kind of like the game. It's not the most entertaining game I've played, but still intend on uploading more since you all asked for it, and I think a lot of people are actually still enjoying it. So yeah, I'll go on and keep uploading that as well. And then after one of these games like Sonic Chronicles or Sonic Transformed is done, which they're almost done in fact, then I will be moving right along to... So, yes, going to be doing Batman Arkham City Armored Edition. I'm so pumped for the game to just let's play. It's an amazing game. I've played not all of it. I've played part of Batman Arkham City on my PC. Runs definitely a lot better than that one, because that one does have a bit of slow motion frame rate when you're fighting enemies and stuff. So that may be a bit annoying at times, but you know, I still want to do that one since it does have exclusive stuff and you know, the armored suit and the gamepad controls. So I want to kind of demonstrate that. And if you all would like me to show the gamepad at certain parts while I'm doing that let's play, like I'll have this camera recording it, and just whenever it comes to a part where gamepad's real, like it's showing a cool feature about the gamepad, I kind of want to actually show that footage. But you know, if you all don't really care, then you know, I probably won't. So, but it's not going to be like Nintendo Land where it's showing right there all the time on the, you know, bottom left or right hand corner. And what else? I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, I'm going to be doing new Super Mario Bros. U extra stages as well whenever I unlock them, because I want to make sure I get all the star coins and all, so that I can do the Superstar Roads world. And then, you know, when I do get all the star coins on my own time, because like I said, I'm not really a walkthrougher and don't think I would do the best walkthrough showing star coins. It'd take me a long time to do that. I'm just going to go on and show you all the extra stages and stuff whenever I do get all the star coins. So, but yeah, that does it for this video. Just kind of a quick channel update and all. Oh yeah, and also there will only be, I think, let me think, when I'm uploading this video, I think about 5 more days left, 5 or 4 more days left till my giveaway ends for the Wii U. It's going to be, the winners are going to be announced on December 1st. So if you have not entered into it, make sure to enter, because I actually picked up the last copy of the system at my local GameStop. So this is it right here. This is the winner's Wii U, unless of course they live in another country or something like that. Then you'll have to have a PayPal account, like I said, because Wii U games are all region locked and the Wii U system is region locked. Unless you actually want an American Wii U, then by all means I'll just send this one. But you know, if no one does, or they're from another country, then I'll just send it to their PayPal and return this baby. But yeah, I guess that does it for this video. Oh, also make sure to check out the finale of my new Super Mario Bros. U Let's Play if you have not checked that out yet. So Bowser in HD. It's insane. It looks so beautiful. Like you just see the scales on his skin. It looks so awesome. But anyway, yeah, that does it for this video. So thanks again for watching. See you all. Have a good day. Peace. Go on, rights.